what you want to do is hold a certain type of grenade, and the grenades that work are the Semtex grenade, EMP, smoke, sensor, concussion, and flash grenade. So any of those grenades work. All you have to do is lie prone and hold on to them or cook them, and it's going to look like you're playing dead. Alright, now I'm going to show you guys how to statue in Black Ops 2, and this is pretty much the same as the last few games, so it's pretty obvious. All you have to do is hold the tomahawk or combat axe, whatever you want to call it, but you do have another choice here. You could actually hold the shock charge, and you're also going to look like you're statuing, which is great because they're in different slots, so you have a choice there. You know, sometimes you might not want to use a tomahawk or combat axe. It gives you another choice in the other slot in your secondary grenade or tactical grenade, and that could be used to statue as well. And one tip I have for you guys is that when you're trying to play dead is you want to make sure that whatever gun's on your back is either small or you don't have a gun at all, because if you have a huge ass gun on your back, it's going to stick out like a sore thumb and give you away. So you know, things like rocket launchers or big sniper rifles, definitely avoid that. And if you do have a relatively big gun, make sure that you're holding it, because when you're playing dead, whatever gun that you're holding is actually going to disappear from sight, which works into your favor. So basically just avoid having two huge guns and you should be good to go. This is probably the greatest tip when it comes to ninja defusing, or even planting the bomb or defusing in general. So as you guys know, whenever you plant or defuse the bomb, there's always some type of noise that the bomb makes, and in this game there's two noises. It's when you open up the briefcase and when you press the buttons, but the sound that gives you away the most is when you're pressing the buttons. That shit is so loud. So the way you deal with that is you could be completely silent, and it does not matter what perk you have on. All you have to do is spin while you're defusing or planting the bomb, and that will avoid any noises coming from the buttons. And of course it's going to be a lot easier to pull off ninja diffuses like this. So just make sure that you're either crouching or standing up, because when you try to spin in circles while you're prone, unfortunately it doesn't keep you silent when you're defusing the bomb. And also the sound when you open up the briefcase is always going to be there regardless of what you do, so that's one thing that we have to deal with. But it's definitely not as loud as the buttons, so it's not really a big deal.
Bomb is armed. Bomb is armed.
Alright, now I'm going to go over some of my favorite perks that I like to use when I'm ninja defusing. So starting off with the first perk, I like to use lightweight, so that way I could get to those ninja defuse spots really quickly and I could get there before the enemies do. And the other perk that I like to use in the first tier slot is the ghost perk, and that obviously keeps you off the enemy minimap. And I only like using this when I know I'm going to be moving around, because if you're not moving around and you're just playing dead or hiding near the bomb site, you're going to be given away if they have the UAV, of course, because like I talked about in my last video, you have to be moving a certain amount in order to stay off the minimap when you have ghosts and they have a UAV. But now let's move on to the next perk here, and this is going to have to be cold-blooded, and this is actually the most important perk in my opinion to use when you're ninja defusing, because it's going to make sure that you don't have that huge ass red lettered name above your head, and that could really give you away if you're trying to play dead near the bomb site. So yeah, definitely use cold-blooded. And the last perk that I like to use is either extreme conditioning or dead silence. And the reason why I use extreme conditioning is the same thing as lightweight. I just want to get to those bomb sites as quick as possible. And dead silence obviously keeps you silent, but I just don't find it that important in this game because sound whoring is a lot more difficult. Plus, when you're going towards the bomb for a ninja defuse, most likely you'll be able to crouch walk or move really slowly, so that way you could stay silent regardless if you have dead silence or not. But to be honest, it's pretty flexible in terms of the perks, so there's no specific perk setup that you have to use. The only one that I recommend all the time is cold-blooded, and that's about it.
Charges set. Bomb defused.
Get moving!